Welcome to Mars.
And around what age would you say that you started getting into music?
Uh, so 1986, 87. I mean, I was always into music, oldies, obviously, from my dad and shit. And he always played Elvis, but he's always into the Doors, and he was into psychedelic rock, fucking and oldies and just all genres of music. Michael Jackson was hella big when I was a kid. Obviously, we all had our moms and dads listening to Off the Wall and Thriller. But so that during that time, but for hip hop and for rap, um, definitely Kid Frost, La Raza. That when I heard that as a kid, and I heard JT the Bigger Figure, and when, even in fourth grade, third grade, back in the late '80s, we knew about him out here in Modesto. People at Franklin were talking about that fool, and my cousin gave me a cassette tape of DJ Quick. Quick is the name for Christmas.
And how did that go? Your dad was there?
Yeah, so I opened up in front of everybody, and
and the cover is...
And my dad took it because it had the parental advisory sticker on it.
Right.
Off the rip, he just took it out of my hands, and like he read it out, like, damn, what is this? DJ Quick. Quick is the name. He flipped it over, like, sweet black pussy. And fucking, he gave the tape back to me. I got to keep it from then on. Oh shit! I got NWA's next tape.
Hey,
I got Dr. Dre. My mom went and bought me the Chronic in 1992 or whatever it was, early '93 when it dropped, because it has the parental advisory. You have to convince your parent to go buy it for you.
Or
so back then, that's how we had to get our fucking music.
Or an adult.
You couldn't. There was no internet. You couldn't just. Yeah, you actually had to have an adult be a.
chaperone to your purchase.
Yeah. How dare you?
Crazy.
Yeah, my parents actually, they fed the habit.
So you got into music from your cousin giving you the tape?
That's how I got into hip hop. I got first introduced. Besides just everybody at that time was New York hip hop was big on us because everyone had the Pumas with the fat laces, and all the cool kids had the Pumas with the fat laces. I couldn't afford it at the time, but like. I definitely went through my phase of trying to be a houser. We called them housing back in the day, not b-boying. It was housing, and you would wear the fucking pants with the big ass bottoms and Pumas with the fat lacing. You try to learn how to gyro, up rock, pop lock, all that shit.
So when did you start actually recording and doing music yourself?
In 1996. 1996 is the year that I decided, all right, shit. I met my partner Nick Fuck at Johansson High back in 1996, and he already had his rap name and shit picked out, and he was already doing his thing. Had already released a cassette and shit. And I thought that was the coolest shit on planet Earth. In high school, yeah, absolutely. And I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna do that shit because I need to. I just felt the urge. I'm like, you know what? I think it's about that time. I got some shit to say, and I've been listening to hip hop since I was a kid. Fuck, it just came easy. It really came easy just because I'm a good reader and writer. So it's like second nature.
How did you decide on the name Cobalt45?
I literally went through a fucking dictionary one day. I'm like, okay, once I had determined that I was going to be a writer and this is it for me, I'm like, I'm gonna be a motherfucker. I have to pick a name. I gotta pick a name to write under. If I'm gonna do this shit as an artist. And so I went through a fucking dictionary, and at the time I was in a science class, and in the periodic table of elements, cobalt's on there, right? And then so not only that, but I was flipping through the dictionary looking for shit too, and I found cobalt, and it's a element, it's liquid metal, so it flows and it's hard, and I'm like, oh well, that describes my fucking the way I deliver it for sure. So I just chose that shit, man.
It flows and it's hard.
Yeah, it flows and it's hard, and it's fucking. At the time, Terminator 2 was hella thing, so the Terminator 2 enemy, right? I just thought that's me, right? The liquid metal dude, just you could not fuck with him.
That's what's up.
Because he's like Bruce Lee, be like water, So yeah, that was the idea where that came from, constantly orbiting beyond all living things. So I added the 45 because as time went by, good luck trying to do a Google search on Cobalt, and finding me or on music platforms. So you add a number to it and boom, they'll find you right away.
That's what's up.
So, and not only that, but 45 is the gun, and 45 is me. So
right, got it.